first Let's Play in a couple of years, so probably going to be really bad. Today, we're going to be playing Earthsiege 2. This is one of my favorite games when I was a kid growing up. Long story short, big robots fighting each other. Let's get started. I'm going to be playing the game on Elite difficulty. It's the hardest difficulty in the game. I actually already started a game. And we're just gonna land our pilots here. Now, most people would probably put their higher ranking pilots. It goes from rookie, regular to veteran to elite. Most people probably put their veterans first, then regular, then rookie. But I like to train up my pilots so that everybody can be good. So let's go ahead and load everybody out. I gave everybody each an outlaw to start off with. The outlaw is the lightest Herc in the game. That's the name of the walkers in the game, the Hercs. And as we progress through the game, we're going to unlock more Hercs, but this is our starting few. And we can build these heavier Hercs by getting salvage. Get salvage by destroying the enemy Hercs, also known as cybrids. So let's go ahead and outfit ourselves. I'm gonna use the electron flux. This, in my opinion, this is one of, if not the best weapons in the game. Most people would probably say the plasma cannon is the best because it just absolutely destroys everything. It absolutely just nukes everything. But that's the problem. It destroys everything and leaves very little salvage. So that's why I'm going to use the electron flux, which pretty much allows you to kind of like cut your enemies apart. You'll see when I actually use it. So let's go ahead and outfit our squad mates. I'm going to give you a particle beam. Normally I give my squad mates EMPs and particle beams. So as they like level up, basically their skill gets better, they get more accurate. So at elite level, they'll actually aim really well with the EMPs. The EMPs are not hit scan, like they take time to reach their targets. So at higher skill levels, they would actually be able to like lead their targets and be able to like hit them with the EMPs, even though the target is moving. You'll see what I mean later. But all I can tell you is I suck at it. Okay, so let's give you a couple auto cannons, and I'll give you a particle beam as well. And I'm out of auto cannons, so let's just keep you at this for now. Keep an EMP for now. I actually like to mix my weapons up in a squad. So EMPs are good against shields, but do not that much physical damage versus the electron flux. It just destroys like everything. It just kind of like punches right through the shield, but the problem is it's very short range. The particle beam has pretty good range and has great firepower, but it just takes a while to recharge. So I just like to have a combination of everything, but yeah, the particle beam is a powerful weapon. I like to use it every now and then as well, depending on the situation. But yeah, that's enough talk, let's get started. Now, actually, most people would go ahead and spend their first 100 tons of salvage on the Tomahawk, which is a slightly heavier Herc. It's like I would say, an assault or medium class. But I generally like to save my salvage and get heavy Hercs as soon as I can, especially if you're playing on elite difficulty. Alright, let's go on.
Welcome back to the fight, soldier. I hope you enjoyed your leave. We don't have much time, so I'll get straight to the point. The cybrids are back in a big way. Assault transports have touched down in Alpha, Delta, and Echo sectors. There's no longer any doubt. Prometheus has re-established control over the entire Cybrid command network. The moon is the jump-off point for the Cybrid invasion. Our spy sats imaged a massive base complex on the dark side before they got blasted. Intelligence confirms that Prometheus is operating from this compound. We're working on a plan to deal with the base, but right now our top priority is defending Earth. I'm posting you to Alpha Sector, where we're about to begin trials of our new air skimmer prototype. You'll be one of the test pilots. If the Razor checks out, we can begin full production. Good luck, soldier. I know you won't let me down. Gearling out.
Okay, So this is the first campaign in the game. This is kind of like an introductory campaign. Like the stuff you fight, it's not too bad. So for like new players, this is a great way to like get used to the controls and get used to like the hurts and everything and the weapons, and you can like play around with things basically. Okay, let's do this.
We've tracked several Herc pods dropping into the sector. I'm sending your squad in to patrol the area.
Okay, so one thing I forgot to mention is normally there's a video here of General Gearling telling us our objective, but for some reason my game I can't get the video to work for whatever reason. It must have something to do with the infinite amount of like the, patches and fixes I had to do it just to get this game running. But the important part is, I guess, you know, playing the game itself. Another thing that I can't get to work is the in-game music, which again is fine. Important thing is just to get the game running. Okay, so everything looks good to me. So we only have one squad mate for the first mission. You can tell because you see how like this is colored gray versus this is colored black. So whatever is gray, that means this person's coming with you. So for this mission, Sanchez is going to be coming with us. Let's rock and roll.
Power up initiated. All systems nominal.
Okay, I normally like to link my weapons together if I can. So 2 and 3 can be linked together because these two, they're both the same kind of autocannon, and they're kind of like you see across from each other. Now, let's be careful. This guy has an EMP, so let's go ahead and send Sanchez after him. I like to see what my enemies have before I go after them, because if they have an electron flux, I want to keep my distance. Okay, so first enemy of the game, down. So you notice how I was trying to like shoot at his legs. So if you shoot at the enemy's legs, you have a chance of disabling them and you get more salvage that way. Hope I missed. Okay, what does this guy have? EMP? Or I'll just send Sanchez after him.
I'm on him.
And I'll continue with the objective. So the way I like to play is I generally like to... Oh, I hit him, but I couldn't kill him. Damn it. But yeah, I like to split my squad up every now and then whenever I get the chance and finish the objectives faster that way, especially if you're like doing a kill everything kind of mission. And Sanchez just completely annihilated that guy, leaving pretty much no salvage.
Waypoint reached.
Okay, what does this guy have? Ooh, okay, now we gotta be careful. So he has 2 electron fluxes mounted on him, so I'm gonna keep my distance. I'm gonna sneak up behind him. So, oh, he sees me.
Enemy target disabled.
Ah, damn it! Blew up. Okay, so as I was gonna say, now right now I'm on passive radar mode, and there's such thing as
Active radar mode.
active radar mode. You need to use active radar mode if you're going to use the radar guided missiles, which I really don't use too much because missiles kind of like do too much damage to the enemy, and I guess you can't really get too much salvage that way. Now later on you can see something called a targeting pod, which pretty much allows you to target individual components. You can target like the legs, but missiles are like so like limited in ammunition. I feel like it's kind of a waste to have them, in my opinion.
I've spotted cyber units.
So this guy. Okay, that was a good one. That was not a mongoose. That was something called a Merrimack.
Waypoint reached.
What's this guy have? Oh, he just has a missile.
Mission successful.
Okay, so as I was saying about the radar mode before, so you need active radar mode to do radar guided missiles, but I don't really use
Passive
missiles.
radar mode.
I usually run it on passive. Another thing to note is when you're running active radar mode, the cybrids are more likely to target you over your squadrons. So if you want to divert the fire away from yourself,
Mission successful.
then I normally have my squad mates on active and I'm on passive. That way they don't just all focus on me, because, you know, obviously if you die, the game, you're going to have to restart the game over. But if your squad mate dies, then, well, obviously it's bad, but, like, you know, it's not a game over. As dark as that sounds. Okay, our first mission is complete.
That mission went off without a hitch. Excellent work.
Cool. So Gearling approves. We got 68 tons of salvage. We have 169 tons of salvage, which sucks because I wanted to build the Samson, which requires 170 tons. Figures. So what I'm going to do is salvage some weapons. So I almost never use the plasma cannon. I usually use it for fun. But if I'm playing like a like a regular playthrough, I pretty much never use it, so I'm gonna go ahead and scrap this, give myself 10 tons of salvage. Though I guess I could show you guys, I could show you guys the plasma cannon sometime down the road. Yeah, let's do that. So instead I will scrap the Razor missile rack, but I also wanted to showcase the Razor as well. So you know, I'll just remake the plasma cannons later. So we'll scrap it. And we're gonna go ahead and build the Samson. Okay, now these hercs, they take time to complete. So every time you finish a mission, it'll go up by X amount of percentage points. So if it's the Tomahawk and the Samson, they'll each go up by 50%. So it'll take 2 completed missions for you to have the Samson ready to use. The Colossus and Apocalypse take 3. Why the Samson takes only 2, I don't know, because it's pretty much in the same class as the Colossus and Apocalypse hercs. But you know what, no complaints, because that just means we get to use this thing sooner. Let's go on to the next mission.
Radar shows cybrids moving in on multiple attack vectors. Get your butt out there.
Okay, this is a pretty straightforward mission, but there's something about it where I'm going to introduce a little concept in the game. It's not really a concept, but it's more like the game is trying to be like, hey, you're not supposed to like come over here, stop it. But we're gonna do it anyway. So for that particular part, I'm going to give these guys electron fluxes. Normally, I don't have the AI use electron fluxes. I normally have them use, like, you know, particle beams to, like, punch the enemy, and I'll come in and, like, finish them off. But for this one, I want them to, like, we're pretty much going to be trying to, like, kill, like, our target as fast as we can. Okay, so let's go ahead and give you... I'd like to check my hercs before I leave, so we're all at 100%. Okay, so this mission we're going to be defending our base. We are trying to save the 400 gigawatt laser. If we lose the mission, we lose the laser, and there's no chance of getting it later on, so we have to win if we want the technology. Now, let's go ahead and check everything's okay. Alright, let's rock and roll.
Power up initiated. All
Okay.
systems nominal.
So one thing I forgot to mention on the last mission is set points. So you can actually set how strong your energy weapons are. The stronger you make them, the more energy they use, obviously. So I'm going to go ahead and hold a plus. That's going to, you see, increase to that blue bar. So that just means this electron flux is going to use up more energy, but it's going to shoot for a longer time. Wow.
Waypoint reached.
Now, I don't know if you remember from before, like the shoot time, but or rather the firing time, but
I'm on the way.
it's definitely a way longer
on it.
firing time than before.
Engaging target.
So I'm gonna go ahead and send everybody after an enemy. Actually, you know what? You can take care of
Standing
this
by.
guy by myself.
I'm on the way.
Yeah, you go and help him out. Okay, so this should be a Merrimack. Okay, it only has a missile pod, so he's easy. Yeah, I've beaten this game like more times than I'd like to admit, so I pretty much know like, okay, so this guy's gonna be here, that guy's gonna be here. But
I
the
spotted
game
some bad guys, sir.
it still gets me every now and then, especially when I'm playing on Elite, because it can get pretty brutal. Okay, so I'm running passive, so he's not paying attention to me at all. Dead. Okay, so I just heard a drop a pod. Let's see where this guy landed.
I have spotted cyber units, sir.
Okay, so in this mission, so you notice how in the last mission I didn't bother shooting down the planes. This time you have to shoot down the planes in order for the mission complete. And oh my good god, what is going on over there? Hey. No. Oh, okay.
Enemy target disabled.
That's not
Standing
good.
by. I'm on him.
Standing by. I'm on the way.
Okay, so I was originally going to show you the game's built-in deterrent. So like it pretty much, okay, if you see that tower over there, that missile tower, if you go anywhere near that tower, 3 Diablos are going to spawn. Diablos are one of the heavy hercs in the game, and we're only using outlaws right now. So normally you would get absolutely pulverized on Elite, but if you're willing to take a risk, there's a chance for you to get quite a bit of salvage. Now, normally I need all 4 hercs intact at pretty much 100% to make an attempt at this, but seeing as how this guy literally just got his ass handed to him, I might have to show you guys another time. I mean, I could go in anywhere, but there's a very good chance we're going to die. So let's go ahead and just finish the
I'm on
mission.
the way.
I'm on him.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to shoot down these 2 planes with autocannons, which is a lot easier said than done. Normally this is way easier with lasers because those are hit scan, or a particle beam, which takes these guys out in 1 hit. Oh boy, okay. As they're blowing up my base. So even though they blew up like one of the buildings or part of it, it's not a mission fail because they didn't blow up enough of the base basically. Yeah, so shooting these down with the autocannon is a major pain in the ass. So first of all, let's
Commencing radar sweep.
get our
Active
radars
radar
on.
mode. Enemy target
Got him.
destroyed.
That was lucky. Flew straight into that. Let's get this other guy now.
Enemy target
Ooh, that was a good shot.
destroyed. Mission successful.
Okay, I might as well show you what I mean by the Diablo. What happened here? Okay, so it looks like... Oh, okay, so that mongoose landed here, but for some reason didn't go after the buildings. Huh. Okay, so let me at least show you what I mean by the Diablos. So, again, 3 of them will spawn. And in terms of, like, the weapons that they use, it's actually really nothing special. The main problem is the fact that they each have 2 missile racks, and all 3 of them firing missiles at you. Piloting the lightest herc in the game is not a good thing, not a formula for success at all. So let's go ahead and introduce you guys to the Diablo. Now, normally what I do is I send in one squad mate to distract the 3 of them and have the other 2 guys attack one of the Diablos, and I'll go ahead and join in. Do I want to take the chance? Because this is a pretty good spawn. So 2 of them are together, and then this guy's by himself, but they're starting to converge. So I say, let's forget about it. So normally what I do, I send in 2 of them after one of them. So in this case, I'd probably send them after this guy. And wait, no, the other way around. I'll have the 2 guys attack one of those Diablos to like the left, and I'll have the Diablo. Oh, okay. Hold on. Move out of my way. Move out. We're not actually gonna fight them. Chill. Okay, so long story short, I basically send him one distraction.
Nice bit of hurt.
And the 3 of us, we cut through the other Diablos and then go one by one until we kill all 3 Diablos. It's very risky, but there's a potential for quite a bit of salvage because the Diablo is a heavy herc. Okay, so you took quite a bit of damage. I'm gonna have to fix you up. And re-equip everything. Oh, okay, so normally I would have a couple of autocannons as well because those Diablos have missiles and autocannons, but that's literally all they have. So actually later on in the game, if you decide to fight them, once you have the heavier hercs, it's a cakewalk, but this early in the game, it's very risky. But it is an excellent way to get yourself some missiles to start off with if you want to use missiles and stock up on autocannons, which we're out of now. So we're just gonna have to give you some really crappy ones, I guess. Give you the particle beam back. Okay, so we're gonna leave that off at that for this episode. So tune in next time for mission number 3. And as you can see, we have the the laser unlocked now. I normally don't use lasers, but I still don't want to fail the mission though. Just for the fact that we should be trying to beat every mission we can, but not necessarily though. But we'll explain that down the line. But anyway, we'll see you guys next time.